It's no longer news that most of the pathways to immigrate to Canada require you to have a job offer, and getting a job offer can be very challenging. Those in Canada are still looking for jobs, like not all. Most persons here are looking for jobs. Those that are working want better jobs, let alone you that is outside of Canada. But the interesting thing is that it is very, very possible to get a job from outside of Canada. So if you have been applying for jobs now, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and nothing is coming up, then there is need for you to change some things. Because in life, we keep pushing. You won't tell yourself, I've pushed and pushed and I'm tired. No, change some things. So that is why this video is for you. Maybe God just wants me to do this video for you. Maybe you're already fed up. I've been applying. So, first thing you need to know is to determine your eligibility. Ask yourself, okay, the way I am now, will anybody or will any employer want to employ me? I'm not just talking about your physical look, don't get me wrong. The way I am, will any employer want to employ me? So you need to determine your eligibility, that okay, even if I get a job, will I be able to work? So that is where the work permit thing comes in. Because without work permit, you won't be able to work. And this is specifically for those maybe that are coming as visitors or through this temporary visa route. You understand? So when you have determined that, maybe you are now like, oh, I don't want to go through visiting. I want to go through PR. So this is when we now talk about express entry and the rest. Now ask yourself, if you want to get a job offer, maybe for express entry purpose, PMP like that, do you think you can get a job with your current status? When I say current status, do you think you have enough skills for the job you're applying for? Do you think your level of education is okay for the job? Do you think you have enough experience? Like that, you need to ask yourself. This you can determine on your own. You can make your research. Go to IRCC website and go check, the requirements for all these things. Then when you've established that, maybe all your answers are yes, yes, yes. Oh, I think I'm eligible. I think I'm fit. I think I'm this. I think I'm that. Then you go to in demand jobs. That's the next thing you should do. You know, Canada will not employ people where there are no labor shortages. One of the reasons Canada invites people to Canada is to fill up labor shortages, if you don't know. The major reason why they want people to come to Canada is to fill up labor shortages. They don't want you to come and you would think you just need to sit at home. No. So now you need to do your research. Where are those places where they need laborers, like where there are labor shortages? And in case you don't know, I can streamline it to technology aspect. Maybe you're in the tech line, health line, science line, agriculture, transportation, just to mention a few. So there are always shortages in those areas. Then you check. Okay, I think I'm fit for agriculture. Not just fit rather. Not just fit. Do I have what it takes to work in this sector? I'm taking agriculture as a case study now. Do I have what it takes to work in this place? Do I have enough experience? Some persons will say I've been applying. But if you really want to go through their status and everything, you will see that they don't really have it. Like, I'm not saying you should have it 100%. Maybe 60 will not be bad. By the time they check this, oh, this person has experience, has worked with on this machine, like that. And that is what employer want. They don't want someone that they will start teaching from scratch. I know there's the place for favor. I know there's the place for grace. What that means is that some persons will tell you, honestly, I was not expecting this. HR reached out to me and I don't even have enough qualifications. So that one is totally a miracle, because I believe in miracle, because it has also happened to me. You see some persons will tell you I have over 12 years experience, and someone that doesn't even have will tell you they called me. So that one, I can't really say so much because that one is spiritual. When God does some things for you, it always sounds like a lie. But that, by the way, so you need to know the in-demand jobs, which I have highlighted to you, then go check for companies in that area. But before you do that, make sure you've met the first conditions that I mentioned, though the skills, the experience, and the rest. So when you have done that, that is not to say you just start applying immediately. No, you will now go to the recognized job sites, that is, find job opportunities in these sectors. And we have some of them here that I can list out to you. One, Canada Job Bank. You will have to narrow your search this time around because you have something in mind where you want to, or you have a place in mind where you want to work. You now type any agricultural job, give it a very good title that you can check your NOC, the National Occupation Classification or so, where you can get a very good title. You put it there. So when you narrow your search, you'll be able to see jobs in that line. Do you understand? So you have to find job opportunities. So one is Canada Job Bank. You can go to LinkedIn. You can use Workopolis. You can use Glassdoor. You can use even Google. Yeah, you can use Google. Then referrals. Don't joke with referrals in Canada. Referrals. So just to mention a few. So you go to all these sites that I've mentioned. If it's referral, maybe somebody from Canada is referring you. Maybe you people were very good friends. I have somebody in my church now that got a job through referral because they were friends I think in Nigeria, and the person referred him. The person is working now. I don't know if you've seen this video. So don't underestimate the power of referral. So you go to all these sites and go check for jobs, okay? But again, you have to be mindful of um, wrong websites, like websites that scam people. I told you of how my very, very close friend was scammed here in Canada because she was looking for a job. Maybe you need to watch that video because I also mentioned the red flags, how to know a fake job website. I mentioned everything in that video. Please watch it so that, now all these fake website, they know many people want to apply for jobs in Canada or from outside of Canada. So they want to also strategize. They will not just scam you. If you are not very careful, they will empty your account. They will get into all your details. They will be able to reach out to your family members. Is that bad? Is that serious? So you also need to be mindful of that. Yeah. Then when you have done that, like you've seen the kind of job you want to apply for or the kind of jobs you want to apply for, it may not just be one kind of job. You could fit in for agricultural job and also fit in for health job. I've ever seen people that have multiple experiences. They've worked here. And don't also underestimate the power of volunteering jobs. If you're the type that like to volunteer, add it in your CV. Even though you studied accounting and you went to volunteer at one hospital, put it there. In a way, you've worked in the health sector, whether you like it or not. So you can have multiple. So what that means is that you don't just streamline yourself to agriculture. You can also, oh man, I have what it takes to also apply in this place. Okay, you apply because you don't know the one that will give you the want what you are looking for. Hope you understand. So that is why you need to spread your tentacles. Then when you have achieved that, the next thing you will do is to create your Canadian format CV. This is where most persons are getting it wrong. Some people don't know that this CV of a thing carries weight and you don't need to do the old style anymore. So what you have to do is follow the Canadian format CV. After all, you're applying for jobs here in Canada, right? So do what they want. Follow their format. You see that one you were using 5 years ago. Leave it because everything is changing. Everything is changing. And it is not hard to do this Canadian CV or Canadian format. It is not difficult at all. Take it from me. I did a live video so that it will look as if, oh, she went to edit the video. No, I did a live video. If you want it, I will tag it. In fact, I will tag it to this video. How to create a Canadian style CV from scratch. Because I don't want this video to be too long, I may not be able to say everything. But if you want to create it, you need to go through the Canadian Job Bank. Just go to your browser, type Canadian Job Bank or Job Bank Canada. Click on it. it will, when you, that first page that pops up, you scroll down. When you scroll down, you will see build your Canadian, or build your CV, or CV builder. I can't really remember the word. From there, just be following the prompt. Very easy. And the good thing about using that website to create your CV is that you can go back to modify. For every CV you create, download it. When you download it, it downloads into your system or into your phone, depending on the gadget you are using. Then, when you feel that, oh, I also have experience in this job, you can go back. Since you have signed in and everything, go back, sign in again. It will show you, you will see resumes created, as if you've created a resume before. Click on it, go back to modify. Maybe you want to change some things, go back to modify. Okay, so I have a detailed video. I will link you to this video on how to create your Canadian style CV. It doesn't matter if you're in Canada or not. So if you're in Canada, you can use the Plus account. The Plus account is for those already in Canada, where you have to provide either your express entry number or your SIN. But if you're outside of Canada, then you have to use your standard account. Yeah, standard account. So that one, what you require is just your email. So if you're outside of Canada, I would suggest you use the standard account. And also, when you are doing that standard account, there's a place it will ask you if you're a recent graduate or you are a traditional whatever, whatever. So recent graduate, at least 0 to 3 or 4 years, you're a recent graduate. But if you are older than that, then choose the traditional style method. So that's just how to create the Canadian format CV basically. But for a detailed video, please check the description box for that. So you need to create the Canadian style CV. They don't want picture. They don't want picture on your CV. Don't go and put passport picture. No. Don't go and put your marital status. It's not allowed for Canadian format CV. Don't go and say married with children, or you now put your religion. I'm a Christian. No. Just go straight to the point. Explain do your professional summary, like that. So let me not overflog the CV format. So you need a good CV. So when you have created your Canadian style resume, then you begin to apply for jobs. That's the major part. You start applying for jobs. Give yourself a target. Nothing good comes easy. Give yourself a target. Like, do a calendar. I have this note board where, just tell yourself every day 40 jobs. You can give yourself like 30 days challenge. Oh, for day one, I'll do 30 applications. Day two. Then do the challenge. As you are doing it, be praying, whatever you believe in. Just pray. God, this is how I want before the end of this 30 days challenge. Please do what you can do best. But even if it doesn't click, or even if you don't get a call from